And racing, or Tritty Zorro stood there today. First out, Ginger Colby inside Harriet's Law. Now getting it through them is Tritty Zorro. Out wider on the track is Gladys Emmanuel. Then came in the next is Puteko Warrior. Further back in the race as they come down to the turn now is Smash Style. Well back in the field now also is Wario DJ. Up they come and in front is Ginger Cole. Ginger Cole's going to beat Tritty Zorro. We got the Quinella anyway. Followed back then by Puteko Warrior running on. Back and behind those as they crossed the line was Gladys Emmanuel. Then came Wario DJ. Back in the race to Dallas Chook. Back with Smash Style and Harriet's Law, the last of them in. And racing, Botany John comes out running along the inside of it. There is Ozark Storner, Burno and Misty Ayres both showing up. Wider out on the track then, little Danny Rastel. Further back there we go to Fair Marina. Trying to run on a little bit now is going to be out the back door. No luck, and also Bazinga Kimber around the bend, and Botany John's off and gone. Breaks maidens at start 22. Second in, Ozark's Daughter, a big run. Right up there too would have been little Danny Rastel for third, followed across Burno and No Luck together. Back in the race into Fair Marina, Misty Ayres, and Bazinga Kimber will be the last of them in. And racing's got some power, cleared the box as well, and is going to drive through and grab the lead off Puteko Prowler. Gold Star Rosie and Botany Liz handy to the first bend. Oh, he tried to run wide, Puteko Prowler, but he didn't collect anybody on the way out. In the back half of the field is Ferdy's Bell. Gold Star Frankie's well back, as to Sailor's Collar and Opawa Bro. Down the back they go, and getting to the lead is Botany Liz. Opens up 2 lengths now on Gold Star Rosie's got some powers on the drift. Round the outside, Puteko Prowler. Further back, Gold Star Frankie, Sailor's Collar. Up they come, and Botany Liz is going to rub it all in all our faces today. Second in's got some power, he got going again. Then we go to Gold Star Frankie for third, followed in behind them by Puteko Prowler. Back in the race then we would have had Gold Star Frankie, Sailor's Collar. Back to Gold Star Rosie, and Opawa Bro I think was back amongst the tail enders. And racing, Tea Time was one of the last to leave. Flying out now and running to the lead there around the outside now is going to be Admiral, and I'm going with it as Homebush Errol. Then also Tea Time round the outside. Further back there we go to Monaco Denver Business Boss starts to run. Back to Cosmic Bolero and Homebush Errol, but Tea Time gets away. Tea Time will defeat Homebush Errol. Third across the line then as they went past would have been the reserve Opawa Laz. Right up there to Monaco Denver. Followed back there on crossing by Business Boss, Mitchell Dean, Cosmic Bolero, and Admiral Adam at the tail. Set the fifth. And the racing shooting out. Mamalulu to run to the lead. San Sebastian hunts the rails today and looks dangerous. Wider out on the track, trying to get around them now was Botany Pete and also Fat Pants hunting the rail. Go Bridie. Back on the race then as they come to the corner is the Old Hurst Edward back with Homebush Sarah, Botany Pete, Lamaki Willow. San Sebastian's in front. Go, you the good thing. San Sebastian back and home today from Lamaki Willow. A good run. Right up, in fact, second across was Go Bridie. Then we go to Mamalulu Fat Pants. Wider out on the track, Botany Pete. Back in the race on crossing also would have been Lamaki Willow was well back with Homebush Sarah. And it was back amongst the tail enders with the Old Hurst Edward. San Sebastian, let him go at your peril. And the racing, Rob's mate shoots off on the inside to grab an early lead, but coming forward is Opawa Stella and Jewel Edel round the outside. Right out there is Game Girl. Opawa Amy hunts the rails to the first bend. Going very wide is Phuket Go Thunder. Well back in the race, Punch on Jamie. Last of all, Waimak Dave. Down the back they go and right through on the inside. Game Girl's got to the lead. Round the outside though, Jewel Edel. 2 lengths back, Opawa Amy still on the rails. Then came Opawa Stella. Further back there, Rob's mate, Punch on Jamie. Phuket Go Thunder, Waimak Dave. Game Girl still in front. Down the outside, Jewel Edel late. Game Girl. Game Girl beats maybe Opawa. Amy got up on the outside of Jewel Edel for second and third. Followed back in the race then by Opawa Stella, Punch on Jamie, Rob's mate. Back to Phuket Go Thunder and Waimak Dave last throughout. And racing, sprinting out there in the centre field was Bizarro to run to the lead. Trying to get around it is Hello Blondie and Zip It Sweetie hunts up the rails but cops a wee check. Getting around them, Win Willow, Sarah's Domain. Well back in the race now, Zip It Sweetie. Thrilling Henry's out the back with Fireboy Baxter and Opawa Lucky. Up they come, Bizarro kicking back. Win Willow lunging. Oh, very close between Win Willow and Bizarro the outside. Maybe Win Willow third, and then we would have had Hello Blondie. Back in the race then to Sarah's Domain. Then came Opawa Lucky, Fireboy Baxter, Thrilling Henry never in it. And back in the race then also was Zip It Sweetie after a check. And racing anew, springs out, running. Miss Sweet comes out with it and wants to race it. Out wide on the track is Homebush Page. Trying to get it through on the inside is Umanarama. Back in the race now was Botany. Win back was Cess Divine, Homebush Ariel, and Mitch Hobson last of all. Around the corner, the good thing of the day, a new hunts for home coming after Umanarama. A new one will be Umanarama. Third the inside, Cess Divine. Then came Homebush Page out a bit deeper. Back and behind those Zenisa went across was Homebush Ariel, Mitch Hobson. Botany Win and Miss Sweet will be the last of them in. And racing, Ginger Rango comes out running. Corborn Phillip wants to race it early. Coming across from out wide is Opawa Tom, and Botany Seaton's right up there in the first bend. Then came Opawa Andrea, and last of all is Opawa Webby. Oh, big trouble into the back. Botany Seaton went wide and knocked over Opawa Webby and Opawa Tom, so we're down to 3. Down the back they go. Ginger Rango's got underneath Corborn Phillip. 3 lengths away, then third Opawa Tom. 10 lengths away Opawa Andrea. Around the bend, Ginger Rango. Here comes Corborn Phillip back to the inside. Ginger Rango keeps kicking and he wins again. Ginger Rango, Corborn Phillip. Then we go to Opawa Tom about 4 lengths away. Back and behind those then to Opawa Andrea, Opawa Webby and Botany Seaton. His first run over 5:45 was memorable for knocking over a couple. And racing Zendas getting out wide now to the lead is going to be Botany Zenvo, booting up on the inside, Renulane and also Cutie Pitch. Right up there in the early rush for positions now is Genia Haka. Then came Gold Star Mario, well back in the field now is No Favours, back with No More Beersies. Gold Star Mario, up they come, Cutie Pitch in front, off the bench, home it rolls too. Cutie Pitch defeats Renulane and Genia Haka in for third. Followed across the line then by John Dory and No Favours together. Further back there, Botany Zenvo, No More Beersies, and last in Gold Star Mario. And racing coming out fast the inside is Homebush Churro, but not as quick as Gold Star Chumley, who gets around them. Look at Flying Swan turning on around the outside. Right up there too is Iona Harker, taking a big tumble was Oscar Tuivasa. He's picked himself up and he's coming across the middle. Up they come in front and on the inside is Gold Star Chumley. Over the top, Flying Swan. Flying Swan beats Gold Star Chumley. Then we go back in third spot, Opawa Colin, followed across Iona Harker. Homebush Churro, another colt. And Oscar Tuivasa. And out the back was Pedro Force's last to finish, Oscar. And racing, sprinting to the leaders, Bandit centre field, we headed off though by Rich Terra. Also trying to boot around the outside now is Sprinkles, and right up there too along the rail was No Pride. Wider out on the track, Red Hot Fury getting around them. Further back, Irish Blue, Noble Fantasy, and out the back, Bandit. Up they come, in front is Rich Terra. Coming after it down the outside, No Pride. Rich Terra holds, beats No Pride. Irish Blue picked himself up for third in front of Red Hot Fury. Then we go back in the race to Bandit. Further away also was Sprinkles back with Noble Fantasy.